When I sit down to record for YouTube, I'm usually recording a few videos at once, so I'm never quite sure in what order they're going to hit the channel. But I have sorted through my Vinegar Syndrome collection. I have pulled out a lot of titles that I want to clear out, and I am wondering, how do you put value into these things? How do you, in the secondary market, put value into it? You hear lots of people within the community, within collectors, going, this title's worth X amount. Yeah, I could sell this for £50. Can you actually? What is a common retail value? How do you judge the value of a product if you go to sell it? I've been looking at eBay, and it's probably the place that I'm going to sell most of these, or maybe off the channel I'm thinking about starting a group to change and swap titles about, which I may do. And I'd be interested in knowing if you're interested in that, and the collectors coming together and trading or selling movies privately. Let me know in the comment box below. But how do you put value onto these titles? How can you decide that something is worth X amount to sell? Now, when it comes to the secondary market, I can't really be bothered with auctions. I'm going to find that they're maybe uneventful. Maybe the title will sell for far less than what I paid for it. I would like to get most of my money back on certain titles if possible. Things like Vinegar Syndrome seem like something that hold their value. So I would like to get a little bit of money back for those titles, maybe a little bit more than I paid for them if possible, if they're out of print or valuable, because I'm sure I'm going to take a bath on other titles as well. So how do you attribute a value to a movie? How do you look at what the common sale price is? Because you hear people saying this is worth so much and this is worth this much. These are all people just saying stuff like that. What if I was actually trying to sell stuff, which I am? How do you find the common value? I think buy it now is probably going to be the best thing for me. So just putting a price on something and trying my hardest just to see if somebody buys it. I don't need to shift things immediately. They can sit on eBay for a little while if possible. And I'd like to know you guys' opinion on what you do to further on your collection. Because I know there's a lot of people here who are already way beyond my collecting abilities, who are constantly selling things on. I know some people use secondary exchange shops, but I feel as if they still undervalue some of the titles and overvalue some other titles. But I'm looking for a little bit of advice here as I move into the eBay market. I have a bunch of titles to put on, and I'm looking at what to sell them for. Do you just look at current things that are selling and just undercut them by £1 or £2? Is that the best way to get a quick sale? Is there some other secret way that I don't know about of selling stuff? I'd love to know your opinions. I need to know your opinions because you're going to help me be able to sell on some of these things that are kind of stagnating my collection, that are holding me back from having a collection that I'm honestly super proud of. So please give me your advice. Give me your hints and tips on how to enter the resale market and get things shifting at a decent price. I'd love to know your opinion on what you do or what you think I should do. I'm open. I'm looking for suggestions. Help me out. Thanks very much. We'll see you next time on Man v Film.